be telling you guys a crazy story time of how thieves broke into our house and somebody died. If you're sensitive, you shouldn't watch this. They got shot right on the mouth, like, yes, guys. Subscribe if you want more, and like, yeah, because I have a lot of stories. So back when I used to live in Africa, I was 9 years old. I used to live with my mom and my dad, and inside, with my mom and my brother. My dad was in the U.S., and now I'm in the U.S., but yeah. And I was like 9 years old, and my mom, like, I was sleeping with my mom, and I don't think my brother was born yet. I don't think he was born. Oh yeah, he was, because he was born when I was 6 years old. Yeah. Like, our house was really big, so we had, and a lot of people in there knew that we were, like, kind of rich, and, like, there are thieves around that area, a lot of thieves, but even the thieves respected my mom. They called my mom boss, even though they didn't work for her. Yes, that was how much respect people had towards my mom. And, like, we are, like, there was, like, my dad had a business store inside our house, but, like, since our house was really big, there was also an extra part outside, but I forgot what do you call that part? Wait, let me search it up. Remember what it's called. It's called a backyard. So we had a backyard, and in our backyard, it was really, really big, really big. It was so big that we built a second house there. That second house was meant for our uncle. So he came to live there, and he started living there after we built that house for him right in our backyard. Yes, that was how rich we were. And we also built, like, this place where we sold bread. My dad built that place where we sold bread and stuff in the backyard. And in that backyard, we had a ceiling. Our backyard was close. It wasn't like the backyards here in the US where you just put a little fence and stuff. No, we had walls built out of bricks and stuff. That's how safe it was. And my dad built a business there and stuff, like selling bread and stuff. And we had a big stove to bake the bread. So, like, it was really big because it was meant for bread specifically. And, like, people knew that there was a store right there, and people used to come buy bread all the time there. And, like, I had friends, like, my friends used to be like, hey, Sarah, can you, like, ask your mom to give me some bread? Because, like, they sold bread at my house, and everybody wanted bread. And I was like, okay. One time I even ended up stealing bread from from my dad's business shop, and it was crazy. Because I took it, and I got caught, and, like, I was, like, 7 at a time. That time, I was 7. But then there was a time when I was 9. Yeah. And, like, I used to take it for them, and I used to give it to them. One time I actually got caught. And he was like, why are you doing this? You always ask. Now because I used to get it for free because, like, it's my dad's business. Yeah. But this is a story for another time. And we had that business, and then one day I turned 9, and me and my mom, we went to bed, and my brother went to bed too. And there in that, the place where we sold the bread and stuff, there was an office inside there. And the office had a door, and that door, when you open it, there was a window, and that window, when you open it, it leads to my mom's bedroom window. So if you get out of that window and you knock on the other window, that's my mom's bedroom, and if you knock, she's gonna hear you because it's her room. And yeah, one night we're all sleeping, and some workers stayed over so that they slept inside the store, just so that, like, in the morning they could open it. It's called a bakery, so that in the morning they could open the bakery early. And we're all sleeping, and the thieves, they came in with a stair, and they placed the stair in the wall. They started boom, 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 boom with a hammer on the ceiling, and they broke the ceiling in half. They got in. They actually jumped from that high. Like, it's like you see these lines on the wall? They cut it with the hammer, and they broke inside the house. And obviously that was really loud. So one of the workers heard it, but he didn't wake up the other workers to go and, like, hide and stuff. The other worker that woke up got inside the stove. He got inside the stove, and he hid there. Like I said, the stove was really big, really, really big. It could fit like 10 people in there because that stove was specifically made for bread. And then the thieves got in, and there were like 6 thieves and like about 5 workers. One of the thieves stole all the workers what's it called, cell phones. And luckily the cell phones weren't that expensive. So, and then while they were doing that, one of the workers tried to stop the thief, and the thief got a spoon and started hitting him in the head, and I'm pretty sure he passed out. And then another thief was trying to get stopped by another worker, and the thief got his gun and shoot the worker that was trying to stop him on the leg. And yeah, and then after that, the thief went upstairs to my uncle's house, which is inside my house still. And they, mind you, they saw my house there, but they decided to go to my uncle's house. They went in my uncle's house. They got this thing to open the door. They opened the door. My uncle has 2 cell phones, and I don't know why, but my uncle kept one of his cell phones under the carpet because he thought that like someday thieves would break in, and they did. And they broke inside my uncle's house. They broke the door. My uncle was asleep, and when they got in, they like pointed their gun at him. They're like, give everything you have, give everything you had. They stole my uncle's money. They stole thank God they didn't like do anything to him. But then yeah, they stole everything my uncle had except for the phone that was under the carpet, but they stole his main phone. And then one of the workers, while they were doing that and my uncle over there, one of the workers went to that office that leads to my mom's bedroom window. They opened the window. They knocked and knocked and knocked. My mom woke up. My mom took them in. They jumped inside my mom's room because my mom opened the window for them. They jumped in, the workers. Just one. And my mom called the neighbors. My mom was like, hey, can you guys come help us? Come help us. Come help us. She called all the neighbors she knew, and it was nighttime. It was like 3 a.m. And the neighbors came, like they all reunited, and they started yelling, get out, get out, get out, get out. And they jumped through the ceiling, and they were trying to leave. And this uncle was trying to throw like a rock at them so they would stop. And the uncle got hurt bad. They shot him on the mouth, like, because he was like, get out. He got shot on the mouth. And after that, he died. He died like right on the moment. He died. And the neighbors recorded it, but that was a few years ago, and I'm not going to show you guys the clip because I don't have it anyway. I didn't see it to this day, but nobody ever told me the story. I just heard my mom, because the next day the police came to my house and I was so confused. And mind you, I didn't wake up through none of that. I was still asleep because I know that if I woke up, I would cry so much because I would be so scared. But then the next morning, my mom called the police. A lot of stuff in my house was broken, by the way. My mom called the police, and the police in Africa, they're like so stupid. They came in like 2 days later. My mom called them. They were like on our house, on our backyard that had a ceiling, with the ceiling broken. They're talking and stuff, and I heard everything that they're saying. My mom said exactly what happened, and that's exactly what I told you guys. Yeah, and now that I'm growing up, now I'm kind of mature enough to understand what happened, and I know what happened, and that was just bad. And now we're not in that house anymore. That house is now my grandma's, my dad's mom's house now. And I'm really glad, and I hope they're okay. And now there are not as many thieves in that street because the police is really taking care of the streets now. And yeah, and thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you like the story. I have so many more stories to tell, and if you want some, subscribe because I'm